I remember the first time I saw the woman who would become my wife. She was walking down the hallway with two friends, both married. She wasn't, though I wouldn't learn that for a while. What I knew instantly was that she was breathtakingly beautiful, the kind of beauty that made me feel completely out of my league. I managed a shy smile as she passed, but not a single word. We kept crossing paths. I worked in tech support, software, hardware, the works, and her department was on my route. I'd set up their computers, train them on new programs, fix whatever broke. Every visit to her office left me nervous. She was gorgeous, yes, but also kind. Nothing like the aloof, snobby types I'd sadly come to expect from women that pretty. Her warmth tied my tongue in knots. She was the department contact, so she'd show up at our area too. Over weeks and months, we became friendly. Easy smiles, small talk that started to linger. Then came a bitter cold winter morning. I walked into her office hatless, face numb, nose red, hands like ice. She looked up and laughed softly. "Is it really that cold out there?" I smiled, reached out, and laid my freezing hand gently on top of hers. "This cold," I said. Something electric passed between us in that moment. Quiet, but unmistakable. Even then I held back. Dating someone at work felt risky. I'd always avoided it. But fate and two very meddlesome friends had other ideas. My friend David knew I'd just climbed out of a rough breakup. Her friend Dana knew she was single too. One day, a thinking of you card appeared on my desk. Sweet message inside. Something like, "Thinking of you, would love to see more of you." I knew immediately it wasn't from her, not really. Dana had written it, David had delivered it, but the seed was planted. So I finally gathered the courage, walked over, and asked her to a movie. Nothing fancy, just a simple first date. Afterward, we drove around for hours talking. It felt comfortable. It felt right. 4 or 5 days later, I asked her out again. She admitted she'd started to wonder if I wasn't all that interested. I told her the truth. Work had been crazy and I hadn't been able to get away. From that second date on, we were together constantly. Quietly at first. Only David and Dana knew. One evening, we were walking through the mall in Jackson, Tennessee, when I ran into my boss and his wife. The grin that spread across his face said everything. He was genuinely happy to see me with someone so kind, so radiant. Slowly, being with her started to quiet that old, out-of-my-league voice in my head. 3 or 4 months in, I told her one night that I didn't just want to keep dating. I already had enough friends. What I wanted was her, exclusively, seriously. She said yes. A few months later at my house, I put on Unchained Melody, dropped to one knee, and asked her to marry me. She said yes again. My heart was overjoyed. The very next day, we picked out rings and set a date for early spring. It was late fall, just before Christmas. When the company shut down for the holidays, we spent every single day together. My family's house, hers, curled up watching movies, talking to the early hours, laughing over nothing. It remains the best Christmas of my life. As New Year's approached, we realized we didn't want to go back to work as merely an engaged couple. We didn't want to spend another night apart. So we called our family, our closest friends, and told them when we return after the break, we'll be husband and wife. We married wildly in love, and day by day, year by year, that love has only deepened. She's made me a far better man than I ever was alone. That was almost 35 years ago. Since then, we've built a rich, full life. Road trips across America, passport stamps from places we once only dreamed of, joys that lifted us and sorrows that tried to break us. Through every loss, every celebration, every ordinary day, she has been my constant, and I hers. Even now, as age and health bring new challenges, our promise stands unchanged. In sickness and in health, for better or worse, I will always be there for her, and I know with all my heart she will always be there for me. She is and always will be the love of my life, my wonderful, beautiful, irreplaceable wife.